Okay, guys, this is gonna be kind of random. Someone was talking about signs, and it's funny because I had kind of asked for a sign. I thought I was dealing more with Hades, but I think it was Loki because of the sign I received. I'm like, I need to know my financials are gonna be okay. Because if you don't keep up with YouTube, what have I been trying to do? I've been trying to diversify the other channel, right? Because I'm like getting no views now, and I don't come in every day and spend a half hour finding out what new mischief YouTube's gotten up to today. And what they started about a month ago, and it's taken a little while to catch up to my channel, excuse me, is they are demonetizing gaming videos. Anything they consider teen and up, they are not monetizing it. Not only that, they are not telling your subscribers apparently that you put it up, and they're not telling even putting it into like searchability. It's almost like it's a hidden video. And it made sense because it is not like they just punish you for that one video. It seems like after a release a teen video or a mature video, it takes a while for stuff to come back. And ironically, sometimes you can release teen or mature material and you'll get ads on it and it'll be just fine. So it's like there's this whole list of stuff that you can't have on: guns, violence, blood, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to demonetize all of it. And it's like, that's bad. And it's like specifically targeted at gamers. And that's what my other channel is. And it's like, this is starting to make sense why I have 4,200 plus subscribers now, and I'm getting like 10 views on a video. Nobody's being told I'm uploading anything. They probably think I haven't uploaded for months. So, I've honestly been thinking of going over to Patreon or something else, or Twitch or something, because, you know, I'm not making money. If I was making now, I know you guys get sick of hearing it, but if I was making now what I made a few months ago, I would not be making enough to live on, no, but I would be making enough that if I put it away every month and didn't like just throw it constantly back into the channel, I would save up enough each year to like make like a cushion for the future. But that's not happening now. Like, you're making $1 or less a day some days. It's bad. So I kind of was like out on this walk, and I'm like, I would really love a sign that I'm going to be, you know, financially okay. It's just going to turn out, because I'm like, you know, no one wants to not be able to financially support themselves. That's not the American dream. And I'm coming home and I find this cap, and I'm like, okay, it's R with a little ta-da. Yeah, that's from Red's apple cider. And it was right directly in my path. It wasn't like I was like walking around looking all over the place searching for stuff. This was directly in my path. I usually take it as a sign. It's not like I directly went and looked for it on purpose. You know, like I was hunting for it. I looked down and it caught my eye. And I'm thinking apple orchards. And there were a couple conclusions I came to, and I don't know which one's the right one, because sometimes when you get a sign, it could have multiple meanings. But I was like, well, you know, it's, you know, you feel like you'll be okay, but you don't know how, because I can see it's not going to come from YouTube. When you're trying to do YouTube and you're trying to make a living on it, and they keep changing the rules, and you're not constantly searching for videos about the rules being changed, there's nothing much you can do. I mean, that means the main channel has to go back to being all child friendly, and there's never any teen or mature games. And there's so many of my viewers that are like, they want to see Resident Evil when it comes out. They want to see more like VR horror games. They want to see like all this stuff that YouTube isn't going to monetize. And you want to do it for your viewers because you care about your viewers, but at the same time it's like, hey, hon, this is my job. I can't keep doing videos for you that I don't get paid on. And real little viewers, they don't understand, they don't care, and sometimes adults don't, but it's like when it's something you're doing to try to make a living, to try to make a channel that brings in income, it's impossible to do. So right now I'm kind of stuck. But I know somehow the future will work out, but I don't know how. I mean, the Patreon hasn't really taken off. I want to thank the 2 people on this channel that have donated and are being generous enough to support me. You're like, this channel has worked out so much better. Like, every Patreon I have comes from this channel. All the people on the main channel, like 4,000 plus people, not one person wanted to support that content. So I'm like, well, you know, then anything I get is going to be invested towards, you know, this channel. And I'm not doing that to be mean or favoritism, but it's like, if you can't support the content, I can't, you know, constantly go out and get stuff. And it isn't about getting stuff. It's about, like, now that there's, like, no money at all coming in, it helps pay bills, it helps put food on the table. Yeah, and you hate to tell your viewers that, but it's like, if YouTube is not going to pay us anymore, I either have to switch content platforms and try Twitch or try, Patreon. And Twitch is mostly live streams, and I'm not sure, like, if I want to do live streams all the time, because I'm blind to anyone commenting to me, and I've already seen that people were, you know, grabbing at me on the main channel saying you have to do gaming streams. And I told people 5 million times, if I do a gaming stream, I can't talk to you because that's not how this equipment's set up. No one wanted to listen, and now that I'm doing gaming streams, they're mad because I'm not talking to them. It's like, well, you can't have both. Either I can be on camera and be able to see my equipment, or I can be gaming. It's just me. I don't have a spotter here. So, yeah, that's where stuff is right now. So I'm going to really have to reevaluate everything, because it's like, if I'm not going to be paid for teen content, and everything has to go back to being, like, family friendly, cuddly, buddy, woodly woo, I'm not, like, saying that you don't want to do stuff, that you have to do teen stuff, or you have to do mature stuff, but you get kind of tired of not having variety. That, like, knocks me right back into not having variety on the channel, which is the kiss of death, because there's when you reach a point where someone in their 40s trying to run a serious gaming channel with, like, AAA games is playing stuff like, I don't know, Hello Kitty or whatever they would consider appropriate. Yeah, that's why so many adults play Roblox and Minecraft and everything, because it's one of the few things YouTube will let you play and you'll get monetized for. It's not that they're doing it to take advantage of the games or anything. It's just, hey, if you want a paycheck and put food on the table, you do what the boss man tells you. Right now, the boss man is telling us, you know, all those cool shooter zombie games, we're not going to pay you to play them, and we're just stuck right now on YouTube. I would hate to go to, like, a child-friendly basis again, because I don't think teen and adult viewers should be punished or not have entertainment because of YouTube doing these knee-jerk reaction things. I mean, DeviantArt has had a system in place for years that you could label your content mature, and you could say why it was mature, and people could decide if they wanted to view it accordingly. I don't know. Something has to change on YouTube, or they're going to lose people. Right now, they don't have, like, a really serious competitor. But, and I think even if I'm going to make something for Patreon, I think I have to load it, if I remember right, I have to upload it through YouTube anyway. So it's like, I'm not kind of changing jobs too much. It's like, it would become a thing where you'd have to pay to view it, and that's not what I want to do to you guys. I've never believed in, like, punishing people of, like, the people that can afford to donate get so much more, and the people that can't afford to donate but are loyal, you know, viewers and everything don't get anything. I mean, yeah, I'd had planned that if I reached, like, 100 a month, I would do something for you guys over on Patreon, but at the same time, I don't want it to become, like, a pay-per-view channel, in essence. I mean, that's kind of what they're forcing us into. They're forcing us to like go to Patreon or Twitch or something and get paid sponsors, and I don't think it should be on you guys. I appreciate the people that are supporting me on Patreon. If you can, I would appreciate it, but same time, I don't like putting that pressure on you guys. I don't think it's your fault that YouTube is doing this, but at the same time, when we're trying to do this for a livelihood, we're kind of stuck. So I would really hate to move to Patreon, but I don't know what to do at this point. And moving to Patreon isn't a magical solution. It's not like, hey, all of us that are struggling, we can move to Patreon and we'll magically make more money. You can move to Patreon all you want, but if you don't get the viewership over there, you're in the same boat. So I don't know what to do right now. But I just figured I would discuss that with you guys because this is a channel that people listen more and want to interact more, and it is something serious. I mean, when you watch other people ranting about it, they're like people with like 145,000 subs, and they're talking about small channels, and by small channels they mean like 100,000 subs or something, and it's like, I don't even have 5,000 on the other channel yet. That's why when I tell you guys I don't even qualify on YouTube to say anything or protest, I don't, because people measure viewers in the millions now, and if you have anything below a million, well, you're tiny little fish in like a little puddle or something. So yeah, I don't have any clout to go to YouTube and say, hey, why aren't you taking care of me? YouTube's not going to listen to me. I haven't even hit, 50,000 or 10,000 yet. So it's like, I am light years away from being able to have YouTube listen to me. So it's something where I would hate to move to Patreon because I really don't have the people to move with me either, but I don't know what to do at this point. I mean, it's like I have to make income somehow, and YouTube is playing disappearing income, which is not fun. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I do keep you guys updated on stuff like this because it's important for you to know. If like I stop making content, you know why, because it's costing you more to make content at this point, your electricity and your cable bill and everything else, then you're making back from YouTube. There's no way I'm making back my electricity bill and my cable at this point. So yeah, it's kind of tough for us right now, so you understand how things are going. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.